Sorry, everyone. I was using my iMac, and you know what? It's a learning experience, right? This is why we're here and why we're listening. So I switched over to my laptop, and now it's working. First of all, I just want to thank everyone for taking the time out on a Saturday to listen to our and have this important conversation. I know it can be a little overwhelming for some of us who are not familiar with all these technology tools, but as you can see, we have a wonderful tool available, which is our faculty, those who know and have experience and are willing to help out. I think that's been one of the best things I've gotten out of it is I've been having conversations with other faculty. My colleague, for instance, Naomi Rutuko, who teaches English, she's taught online before. She was sharing all kinds of great ideas. She even mentioned like the clips that's out of the iPhone, which you can use actually to you can record yourself, and it will also do audio captioning for you, and then you can upload it into your Canvas. So let's say you want to share a message that week and let the class know, hi, this is what our plan is. This is what we're doing. I want you to make sure that you complete this assignment, or make sure that you catch up on this reading, and this is the goal for the week. So that's a cool thing she shared. And I've also been working with another colleague of mine, Professor Tina Mendoza out of history, who's also taught online, and she had a couple of different ideas on, doing a pre-recorded ideas, as well as sharing kind of a preview, highlighting major important things that you want them to know from the reading in particular. History is at a fortunate position, I believe, because a lot of our material involves, of course, reading and looking at documents, and of course, participating in discussion. We're able to shift some of that in a nice way through Canvas. So I do recommend you get to know Canvas. It is such a cool feature to use. It has the mobile app. My students really like the mobile app. They've actually been using Canvas for the semester, so it works out for them. In addition, you can think about doing it. They talked about the word asynchronous or synchronous, as far as, do you want to do it at the same time, or do you want to share information and then let them follow up? I know, for instance, for some of my history classes, they have requested that I do a live lecture once a week. And I think what I'm going to do is just make it an option, because I know that as students shift from the school place to home, things are going to get a little bit busy and hectic, especially with kids are being sent home. So I'm going to make that as an option, because a lot of my students are visual learners. They learn best by having that face-to-face engagement. So we're going to do it at the regular class schedule time. And then we'll play it out and see how it goes for the next 2 weeks. And then, we may evolve. I mean, the important thing is to know that you and your students are in it together. Some of the students I've found that they don't all know everything that we do. I mean, as far as technology, we may assume they know all the technology, but sometimes they're still figuring it out on their own. So I guess this could be a very positive experience for both of us. I'll also be using Comfort Zoom. I think it's an awesome feature. We're using it now, and it works really great. My husband had to use it earlier for his job, because they're talking about military stuff. And I think the last thing I kind of wanted to mention is that make sure you just talk to others, take advantage. You're doing the right thing by doing it now, getting feedback, knowing that, you're going to go in there, and what you plan this week may change, and that's okay. But you can also consider being a little bit lenient with your students. I'm not saying pass them all, but let's say, for instance, I have a paper that was due this week, and I'm going to move that to another week so that I can give them more time to get acclimated to this new transition.